Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is the morning show. We're here. Sheryl's here. I'm here. There's a whole lot of people here for the show this morning here on Main Street TV. And it is Friday. Friday.
Yes.
That's what everyone says.
I know. Now I want fries. I'm gonna have to go get fries for lunch.
Man. Food. So I've gone back on because, my butt keeps getting wider. So Jamie and I went on like the keto thing before. So we're cutting carbs again. And I'm like, fries.
Yeah, that's just sadness. I can't do that. I did Atkins back when it was trendy. And yeah, no, that was a sad period of my life. I can't do that again.
I know. It is like,
no.
Listen, the world in which we live where, there's not a lot of happiness and I can't eat a French fry. It's just like, come on, man.
Carbs probably make up, probably a good 90% of my diet at this point.
Really?
Yes. I eat like a toddler. I 100% eat like a toddler. I have probably 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches a day.
Okay.
Chicken nuggets and French fries.
Yes.
Big fan. Cookies, candy. I have a drawer, my snack drawer that I keep here at work.
I saw Cool Ranch Doritos on your desk.
Actually, you know what? Those are not Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh, what are
we
they?
We can talk about those.
Okay.
But cookies, crackers, candy bars. Yeah.
All the carbs.
I pretty much live on carbohydrates.
So
and
here's
how I do not weigh 800 pounds is really amazing.
I don't know.
Because I have to be reminded to eat protein. So.
Yeah. So here is the only thing that I can tell you that salvages my diet is the fact that when we did it before, A, you definitely lose weight, but
what is happening? Oh,
It blinked.
1 second, it's going to go off again. But
Are we back, Adrian? And we're back.
okay. We left and didn't mean to. Welcome.
We went
back.
Reverse parallel universe.
Yes, we did. We went in the upside down for a minute. Are you a Stranger Things fan?
Yeah, we watched the first season, and then I didn't watch it after that. But my granddaughter loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they watch it.
I love it because it's unique. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a little creepy. I don't do creepy. So, yeah.
Well, that is true. There's probably things that wiggle on it too that you don't like.
That whole flower-looking thing.
Yeah,
and, no.
There's a lot of that. But anyway, so you were at Sam's Club.
Yes.
Let's because I have to visit. We have to visit this Doritos thing that happened in the office yesterday that I ran from, and Adrian, God bless his heart, was not smart enough to run from.
And Josh. We found out that Josh wasn't a fan either.
Okay.
So I'm a huge pickle fan. I love pickles. The other day we went to a sandwich shop. They brought like a container of pickles to the table, left it on the table. I devoured the entire container of pickles. Okay. Eric might have gotten like 2. Yeah. So we were at Sam's Club the other day, and they have a big bag of Doritos that's a mix between Cool Ranch and Tangy Pickle. And we had already checked out. I hadn't seen them, and we checked out, and we were eating lunch. And
At Sam's Club?
At Sam's Club. You get a hot dog.
Okay. Is that a thing?
Well, no, it's like Costco you go, but you
I've
don't
never
have
done
Costco
that before,
close by,
but-
so.
okay.
Really? Oh, well, the hot dogs at Costco are better than the hot dogs at
Okay.
Sam's. That's just
Good
my
to know.
That's just my 2 cents. But still, it's $1.50. You get like a actual like big hot dog, like a beef hot dog and a soda.
Okay.
So it's cheap.
Yeah.
So we were sitting and eating, and Eric's telling me, yeah, they had pickled Doritos. And I said, and you didn't buy them? And he's like,
You did not tell me?
and he goes, yeah, you didn't tell me. And he goes, well, I can go back and go get them. And so he went back through the line to go get them for me. And so I brought them in yesterday, not realizing it was National Pickle Day. And Liv went around to do our question of the day, and she had people try our pickled Doritos. And it was kind of a 50-50 split on whether or not people liked them or not. I personally ate enough of them yesterday that it like ripped the roof of my mouth all up.
Okay, so you did like them.
Yes, and I was actually disappointed because I wanted to go to Costco when we were up in Columbus the other day because Costco has Vlasic, they're called pickle balls, and they are
What? What is that?
They are pickle like cheese balls, like cheesy poofs. Like they come in the big giant container, those like, cheesy balls.
Yeah.
Right? But they're pickled cheesy balls. Adrian, can you find a picture of those?
Yes.
And they're called pickle balls. How fun is that? But they're green. So imagine like the ones that are normally fluorescent orange. These are like fluorescent green, and I wanted them. And he did not want to make a special trip to Costco to get them because that would have been like a $500 bag of pickleballs by the time we finally left Costco because we would not have just gotten that.
Because it's impossible
Yes.
to just.
And he said that sounded not so great. And so we did not make it for those. But then I saw online somebody was holding a bag that looked like it was like more like a snack size bag.
Okay.
And so now I'm on the hunt. So if anybody has seen pickleballs, let me know because I really, really want to try them.
Is it like a Costco brand or is
No,
it
it's
like
Vlasic.
Vlasic?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if Amazon has them.
I don't know. So I want those. And then coming out in like 2 weeks, M&M's is coming out with peanut butter and jelly M&M's.
You stop it.
Yeah, they're supposed to be out December 1st. I am so excited. I'm so excited.
No way.
Way.
I'm looking up Vlasic pickleballs.
But they are like fluorescent green.
I've almost got it.
How fun.
Vlasic pickle balls. Oh, it's because I can't spell. Hold on. Plastic pickleballs.
No, that would be a totally
It
different thing.
changed.
That would be like those wiffle balls that you actually play
That's
pickleball
what
with.
it changed my.
I'll get it.
Yeah, there's no Vlasic pickleballs on the. It's all pickleballs, like pickleball.
But I really want to try them, so I'm very excited to try to find them.
Okay. So back to these Dorito things. So Adrian, I didn't know what was happening because I was talking with Dylan over here, having like a little meeting. And I turn around and Adrian's standing here and his eyes, there's like tears. And I'm like, are you all right? He was like, I don't like pickles, and they just gave me pickled Doritos, and I didn't know. I was like, oh
And ranch, and ranch, and apparently Adrian doesn't like ranch either.
So okay, I don't know why I'm not a Cool Ranch Dorito fan. I like Doritos but Cool Ranch.
My favorite are the taco flavor ones, which are a throwback to the Doritos from like the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
would be good, yes.
those are my favorite.
Yes.
But these pickle ones, they're good.
Okay.
They're good stuff.
I mean, I would be willing to attempt to try it, I guess.
They're good.
Now that you all survived the day.
They'd be good, like smashed into a sandwich.
Yeah, it seems like that would be good.
Like a turkey sandwich.
Yeah, or like a
smash 'em in there
ham
or
and
something.
cheese sandwich with the pickle. Yeah, that seems good. I agree with you 100%. Hi, everybody.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome. So, our sweet Sheryl last night did a debut of something.
Yep, We were live at Stockroom 601 last night.
Yes. Oh, Tanya's here.
I was in the audience.
So I want to hear all about it because, so last night was comedy night at Stockroom.
Open mic, yep.
They do a comedy open mic
Second
Thursday.
Second Thursday of every month, Lori hosts an open mic comedy night.
That's right. So
with a headliner also. So.
last month, our sweet Brittany did her debut, and then was it 2 months ago?
I think it was 2 months ago.
Yeah, because they didn't do it last month for some reason. Yeah, 2 months ago. So last night, Sheryl decided to do her comedy debut. And I asked you to come in, not to talk about pickles necessarily, although it's very interesting.
I will always come in to talk about pickles.
There you go.
And random new foods. I love new foods.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
New carbohydrate-based foods.
Yes. I am going to live vicariously through you eating all the carbohydrates. So.
Eat like a toddler.
Yes. No, we have a kid that works in the kitchen, and I just love him to pieces. But he eats like that, and he only eats dinosaur chicken nuggets.
Oh, no.
They have to be the dinosaur shape too.
I actually don't. I think that would bother me, like biting the head off of like the dinosaur and stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure.
Do you have a problem with like the rabbits at Easter time, like biting the ear off? Yeah. Biting the head off, biting the ears off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know it's kind of creepy and weird.
Or
But anywho,
Teddy Grahams. Yeah.
by the way, we were just. I had to do some research on gingerbread last night because we're doing a gingerbread beer, and I was trying to come up with a name for it. Do you know like the creepy history of gingerbread?
No.
Okay, well, we'll do a program on that one of these days.
Okay.
It's very interesting. However, I digress. It's really creepy because it has to do with like kind of voodoo and eating people and stuff. Yeah. But anyway, so those cute little gingerbread men you see are not really all that cute.
Not a Christmas
We go
story.
we go from pickles to cannibalism.
Yes.
Sweet.
Just like that.
Welcome to Main Street TV.
That's right. But no, you did your debut last night.
I
So
did.
would you
I
like
did.
to, relive it here on the air? Or Tanya, you were there last night.
I was there.
How did it go?
I enjoyed every belly laughing second. Like, it was so much fun.
I followed Brittany. And
Brittany, by the way,
Brittany
is a rock star.
Brittany is so funny.
She has got this, I don't know, there's just something about her presentation that's spot on.
Everything is very deadpan.
Well,
and
Brittany is one of the driest human beings I know, but most hysterical human beings I know. So yeah,
agree. 100%.
But it was funny. She had a line last night where she's like, "Yeah, when I was smaller, like she was talking about when she was younger. So when I was smaller."
And then she went
Because if you haven't met Brittany, Brittany is like
4 foot something.
Yeah. Brittany is probably the only person in the building that I am taller than.
Yeah.
I think. So, which is kind of a nice feeling. Sorry, Britt. And
yeah, she's like,
but it was fun. It was a fun night.
It was, and she got to
Good.
tell some really funny stories about her 11 animals.
The 11 animals
and
Good deal.
And, her,
and 10 children.
her kids that still have yet
All my
to
extra
move
children.
on to
Adultiness.
adultiness.
No, mostly it was about the kids when they were younger, and I have a plethora of stories about them. It was funny because I actually wrote it last week, not thinking that any of my kids would be in the audience. And as circumstances happened, one of my kids was actually in the audience last night. And so I prepped him for it. I said, I don't want to make it awkward, but I just want to let you know that, part of this is about you. It's funny. It's not mean or anything, but I just want you to know because I don't want you to sit
Be
there
prepared.
and be upset with me because I'm talking about it. But no, it was fun. So,
good.
Yeah.
Will you do it again?
Yeah, I think I would. Like I said,
Okay.
I've got quite a log of stories that I can tell.
And I think that's what makes comedy great. Is they're true stories. Like people can't make some of this
Well,
stuff up.
listen,
Like, really they can't.
fact is way more absurd than fiction a lot of times. And
Yeah.
I think comedy too, you cannot be a comedian and not be able to make fun of yourself.
Right.
First and foremost. And,
I think part of it is that they say hindsight is 20/20, but honestly, hindsight can be funny because I can guarantee you in any of those moments, it was not funny to me at all. I was so stressed about being a parent that I couldn't see the humor in all of it. And I would tell these stories to like my sister and my friends, and they would be like cracking up because it wasn't their life.
Right,
It was like
right.
watching,
It was
like
not
when you
serious
actually
for them.
live a life
like
you watch the train wreck on Jerry Springer, and you laugh because that's not your life, right? And so they thought it was hilarious, and I'm like, why are you laughing? I need
not
help.
funny.
Why are you laughing at me?
I'm ready to take an Ativan. Knock me out.
But now looking back at it, I can see the humor in the situation because I'm so separated from it. Well, you think I'm separated from it. I still have the 11 animals, but that's in the current. But I can still, at this point, it's not as stressful anymore. So I can actually, for the most part, laugh.
11 animals later.
11 animals later. And
And
then I applied to adopt alpacas and llamas last week. So who knows? It'll be more than 11 pretty soon. Maybe. I don't
Only
know.
Sheryl.
I don't know.
Only
I've
Cheryl.
I've got issues.
Okay.
Although I'm just going to tell you, if you don't get an alpaca or llama and bring it in here for like bring your pet to work day, I'm going to be so freaking sad because I need to touch one.
I'm going to start bringing the 11 animals in and, setting them here. And would
Do you
any?
still have the turtle?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
But the turtle, that's a whole other thing. But I'm going to start bringing in, each of the 11 animals, like one a week or something. Like, would you like to take Moody home for the week?
You could. I mean, you can make money adopting them out, like rental.
Therapy animals or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rent a pet for a week.
Can you do that with? You can't do that really with humans, can you?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Know.
Got a couple I've got put up for rent right now.
No, that turtle. They so if you weren't there last night, my kids went to the reptile store to buy food for their snake, which is a whole other thing.
Okay, no, I draw the line at
that's
snake.
a whole other thing. And the owner asked them if they wanted a free turtle, and they looked at Eric, and he's like, "Well, I guess." And the turtle ended up being, I kid you not, about this big. Came home in a box like that reams of paper come in, and the kids named him Gamera after Godzilla's friend. I don't know.
Okay.
And they brought him home on a Thursday, and on Friday, the three boys and my husband left on a scout camping trip, and left me with the turtle. But that was okay because they had bought a big kiddie pool, like they sell outside the Walmart, and they put the kiddie pool in the family room, and they said, "Oh, the turtle will be fine. He's got water, he's got food, it'll be good. He can't climb out of that. It's
So
turtle."
wait, you have a turtle in a kiddie pool in the middle of your living room in your house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So visual. And one of those big blue plastic kiddie pools, because that's what everybody has. And they went on their camping trip, and I'm like, okay, yeah, not a problem. Turtle's good. I don't know anything about turtles. And I'm laying in bed and like reading a book, and I see this turtle walking across my bedroom floor.
This big giant turtle.
And I'm like, and so I went and grabbed a beach towel, and I grabbed the turtle, and I put him back in his pool, not thinking, okay, he's already gotten out of said pool. Probably get out of said pool again, and he did. He kept doing that. So I put him in the kids' bathtub and closed the door to the bathroom just in case he could get out of the bathtub too. But yeah, that turtle was he was an escape artist. We would find him, like, he lived upstairs. We'd find him downstairs. I found him on top of a bookshelf one time. He had crawled to the top of the bookshelf. I had no idea turtles could climb. No idea at
No
all.
wonder they gave the turtle away. They couldn't figure out what
Oh
else
no,
to
the,
do with them.
the turtle unalived.
Unalive.
Yeah, the turtle unalived. That was
If you know Sheryl, we have coined a new phrase
Yeah,
here
that
at
was-
Main Street TV. It's called unalived.
That was a traumatic day for my son. But yes, the turtle.
How did the turtle unalive?
We don't know. But he came home one day and
Probably fell off a bookshelf.
And the turtle was in his tank, expired. Probably like choked on a goldfish or something. Because yes, the turtle ate goldfish.
Oh my gosh!
Goldfish and cat food. Goldfish and cat food.
Speaking of eating,
Yes, get us out of this, Tanya.
Wow. We have guests from the food pantry.
We do.
Where they don't give you goldfish
Or turtles.
or cat food for you to eat. So
No,
They
absolutely.
give you good healthy food. So
Yes. No, and no, our friends from the food pantry are here today because we're going to talk about kind of a partnership thing we're doing this weekend, right?
Yes, we are having a benefit for the Jackson County Food Pantry. Jackson County Cares is raising money to help fund the operations of our local food pantry that will no longer be in operations if we don't do something.
Correct.
So we're going to do something.
So I'm going to seat my chair and bring in our guests.
Cheryl, thank you for always. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you here on Main Street TV. Only because, well, number one, because we love you, but number two, because we get into the most random conversations ever.
That's what happens in this brain.
Yeah, I feel you. You get two like ADHD people going to town. It's just bad. So we'll have a wonderful weekend, Cheryl.
You
Thank
too,
you.
Jen.
Thank you. Well, come on over, everybody.
I'm going to let them come over and I'll just sit over here.
Oh, thank you. Well, come on over, everyone. Pull right up to the microphone there. And we have all kind of guests here in the studio. And our good friend Nancy Basden is here, and she is more than thrilled to be here on Main Street TV. Aren't you, Nancy?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, very
Always
good.
great to see Jennifer.
Well, it is. It's always good to see Nancy as well. And she's soft today. She has this soft jacket on, so we will pet her later. But could you tell everybody who's here with you?
Brock and Pete Wooford are doing a benefit to help the food pantry. We've been struggling and not enough donations coming in to pay the bills. So Pete stepped up and involved his son, Brock, and
You got voluntold?
I'm used to it. 32 years. What's going to change now?
Right. So, Nancy, let's talk for a minute about our Jackson County. Is it, I guess, a county-wide food pantry?
Yes.
Can we talk about what you do? You've been the director there for quite some time now.
yeah, we've been there. My granddaughter and I, she started out when she was 3, and she's now 18, and
A few years
we've
ago.
been there 15 years, and we try to provide good, nutritious food for the those that are in need in our community.
Okay, and by doing that, and then you used to be kind of in the middle of town there, and then definitely outgrew the space that you were. So now you're on Broadway Street,
Yes.
kind of across from which one is
Belicio's
that?
main
Belicio.
entrance.
Okay, I couldn't remember which plant that was. Belicio, and so it's a perfect location for
Yes.
you. Years ago, the food pantry also did some clothing and stuff like
Yes.
that. But now the need is so much that we're just kind of focusing on food at this
Yes.
point. All right, and guys, how did you get involved with this?
I heard what was going on, and it was on my mind for about a week. And
Sure.
So I wanted to do something. I've known Nancy forever, and I told Brock we got to do something. He said, "Do what?" And so
That's a fair question. We got to do something. What?
We were sitting there watching football, and I'm just sitting there and watching the game, and and I like to do my dad impression. And he said, "See, food pantry going out of business?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Can't let that happen, can we?" I said, "No, we cannot."
Fair statement.
He said, "I think I'm gonna do something." I said, "Well, what? What do you want to do?" He said, "I ain't sure yet. We're gonna do something." And then a couple days later, found out. He said, "I got Tanya Hatton involved." I said, "Oh man, well, there's trouble."
Oh, now I know. Oh my gosh, it's just getting crazier by the minute, isn't it?
He said, "I think we're gonna do a benefit." I said, "Okay, great." Like, I always tell Dad, I'll always have his back, because throughout the years as my father, he has always had my back. So I was like, anything you need me to do, I'll do. So then, of course, he knew what he was doing. Because you tell the car salesman, "Hey, I'm gonna have you in charge of the silent auction," and gives me 2 weeks to put together a silent auction. I was like, "Oh man," I said, "Okay." If it was anybody else, I probably would have said no.
But not to Dad.
No. and
Or
not-
Nancy.
And not to Nancy. I've also known Nancy. I helped her out when I was younger.
Sure.
Would go in there and volunteer my time a little bit. And then when I was younger, I thought I had this big notion that I'm just going to go out and I'm just going to change the world. And I was going to go to Ethiopia, and I was going to start there. Why Ethiopia? I have no idea. It just seemed like...
You saw it on TV somewhere, probably.
Probably.
Who knows?
Sally Struthers.
Yeah. God, is she still around?
But
Anyway.
my dad actually got a benefit together, and the whole community came together and helped me raise all this money to go to Ethiopia.
Okay.
So then I got my vaccinations, which is more expensive than you think. I got this international phone because, there was a lot of people that gave me money, so I wanted to do videos and stuff and update people
Sure.
on my journey. And then the lady I was going with, she's like, hey, by the way, I'm not going. And I'm like, well, I just raised like almost $2,000. Like, what do you mean? So I'm like, well, I can't keep this money. I need to do something good with it. So, back in the day, I ended up taking it to Nancy and giving it to her. And, and then just, I've known her just most of my life now.
Yeah.
Nancy the Food Pantry lady.
Yes. It's funny how you get a title, huh?
Yes.
Even if you don't ask for it.
When I decided to do it, I knew I had to have Tanya on board. I always say Tanya is tenacious. If you need something done, you ask her to do it, and it's done.
I
She's
can
been a
see
great
that.
friend through the years, her and her husband. The food pantry, it's a need. It's a need in the community.
Yes, it is.
Food insecurity is real.
Very.
And we can't let that happen. And then the holidays coming up, that's another stressor on the food pantry because I know she tries to do Thanksgiving meals and stuff like that. So we knew we couldn't let it close. I've got enough friends that I knew we could get something together. So I talked to Jay Snyder. I've known Jay since he was in juvenile delinquency.
Did he get out of that? Has
No,
he ever?
he's still a little bit in it.
Yeah.
And I called my friend Charlie Mannering, who, if nobody's heard Charlie Mannering play, you don't know what you're missing. I always say Bruce Springsteen sings that Atlantic City song. Charlie Mannering does that better than the boss. I'm telling you. If you haven't seen it, then come out Saturday and you'll see what I'm saying is true.
That's
He's
right.
even got the harmonica thing that he played. He's got it on his neck, and he's great. And then Brian Jarvis. Brian is always willing to step up for
Of
the community.
course. Love Brian.
And I got a hold of all of them, and along with Tanya's help and Brock, we were able to pull it off. And it's a nacho bar. Who doesn't like a nacho bar?
I mean, I'm not going to raise my hand to that because I love nachos.
I'm doing 2 bowls at one time.
Yes.
They keep telling me no. I keep telling them I'm going to.
Listen.
If anybody drops nachos on the floor, we're going to let Brock eat those.
I'm not above it.
I'm about it because I have a nacho problem. It's not your problem. It's my problem.
Jennifer, I swore if I ever got on TV, I would do the Talladega Nights thing, where
He doesn't know what to do with
he's getting
his
interviewed. and he's like, what do I do with my hands?
Now you've done it.
Thank you for helping my dad make his dream come true.
Listen, you could have come in way long time ago and done that.
My life is complete.
didn't have to
that
do a
was the
benefit.
last thing on my bucket list.
Because here at Main Street TV, we make dreams come true.
That's right. That's right. Anybody else have anything they want to do?
Let's not open that.
Let's not open that can of worms. So Nancy, let's back up for a little bit and talk about the food pantry in general. And who do you serve and how does the whole thing work? And then I think that will get to why it's so very important that we're having this benefit this weekend.
Our clients are those that are within 200% of the government poverty guidelines.
Yes.
And they bring a current piece of mail within the last 30 days with the postmark on it, their ID, and the names and birth dates of their household members. Mm-hmm. And however many is in their household, we provide them 3 days. Our pantry is a 3-day emergency food pantry.
Okay.
So they get a lot more food than we'll do them for 3 days, but that's what we're considered.
Okay. And how are you funded?
Primarily by private donations.
So you're not getting government money, you're not getting grants?
The whole county gets $12,000 government funding a year.
Right.
So that might be that if there's 15 or 20 people getting that money, we might get $600 or $800 for that year. Sometimes $1,200, which provides us food for about 2 months.
Yeah. So how many people are you serving there at the Jackson Food Pantry?
We serve around probably 12,000 people a year.
With several $100s
Yes.
given to you. So the rest is given by, as you said, private donation or any fundraising in which you can
Yes.
come up with. So that brings us back to the point of Saturday, because it's gotten to the point where, as things have gotten way more expensive, you all are, in fear of shutting the doors.
Yes, our donations were down so bad that in December of last year, our accountant told us that we had funding for about a year. So
Okay.
the beginning of October, he said we had enough to fund us for until December, till the end of the year, and then we were going to be completely out of funds.
Okay.
And we now have the front of our building needs repaired, and the insurance says it's not an insurance claim. So we've got to figure out funds to fix the whole front of our building.
Okay. So this is, we're talking about some serious stuff here. We're talking about you need some repairs to the building so that you can continue to serve the people. Plus, you need money to be able to continue to serve
Yes.
the people. So we have kind of two things going on. And if this food pantry closes, you're talking about 12,000 people that aren't going to be helped.
And that affects everything in the
That's
community.
not okay.
Yeah, no, it's not. And hunger makes people desperate.
Yes.
Sure does.
Desperate people. It affects the community in every way. Our primary goal when I got the idea
Okay.
was that we could take them 6 months, and that would at least give Nancy time to
breathing room.
figure out a path forward.
Sure.
So just to give her some breathing room. So right now she's desperate. Just like if people are hungry, they're desperate.
For sure.
We live in a community that gives. I believe in the Jackson community.
1,000%. This is why we live in a small town, because we help each other out.
Yes.
If I lived in Columbus, there would be no way to do this. But I've lived here my whole life. It's a great community, and I believe it's one that'll step up and not to let this happen.
Okay, so let's talk about the benefit, which is tomorrow
Yes.
It is tomorrow.
at the Memorial Building.
It's already Saturday, almost Saturday.
Yes.
2 weeks flown by.
Yep. Get it together, buddy. You got to eat nachos tomorrow.
Oh, listen, you're gonna see me just dripping with nacho cheese.
It's at the Memorial Building.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, I'm sorry.
145 Broadway
145
Street,
Broadway
Jackson,
Street.
Ohio 45640.
We're using the Walnut Street exit there, right? Yeah. So anybody that's in their 50s that used to play basketball.
I was going to say, everybody knows where the Memorial Building gym is. Come on.
Yeah. So we grew up there. We did dances there, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, come in the Walnut Street exit. Everything Jay's goes on at 8:00.
Jay Snyder.
Yep.
Comedy
And-
starts at 8.
So we're going to have, so this is going to be a night. We're making a night of this.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Let's talk about the entry fee first.
Yes. So entry fee. So we don't have any designated. So there's no, it's not $20 a pop. No. So anybody that wants to come support Nancy, come support the food pantry. If you've only got $5 in your pocket and you want to come out and you want to do your part, great. Come on over. Give us your $5. That gets you your entry fee for your food and your entertainment.
A great night of entertainment.
Yeah.
Awesome, because we got Jay Snyder. He's bringing a couple friends, I believe. We have Charlie Mannering, and we have the Thirsty Pony Band. Plus,
Oh, wow. Yeah, you guys do have a great
I'm there. I'm full of jokes. So,
full of something.
Exactly.
Thanks for
He's going to be full of nachos tomorrow, but
But any monetary donation counts as your entry fee.
Okay.
I have an excellent selection of items. Tanya's helped me out with a few. My dad's helped me out with a few.
The past couple of days, the community has just exploded in supporting the silent auction. Like Tuesday, I was a little bit worried. I we have a good selection, but it's not over the top. But the last couple of days, they've put us over the top with items.
Rent to Own, Aaron's, Mark Porter Auto Group, Casa Grande, Speyside, Faith and Fitness Studios, The Spot on Main, Michael's Ice Cream, Archinetti's, and the list goes on. I would be here until probably 11 going over everything.
There's nobody in the community that we have asked for something that hasn't give us something.
And if they weren't able to give us something, because again, I've heard a couple people say 2 weeks. Like, what are you doing? Like, we need more than 2 weeks. I'm like, they don't got 2 weeks.
No, we don't have 2 weeks.
No.
But they're coming. Those people that said like, hey, I need more, because it was a bigger corporation. Like Walmart said they usually need more. But they even said, hey, well, a lot of us are going to try and come though too. And I mean,
my sense of urgency came from the fact that we're already at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so by the time I seen this about a week before, I thought about it for literally a week. You ever get something stuck in your mind? You're ADD too. So I literally, and then I'm thinking Christmas is coming up, and I want to do something. It's like we can't put it out too far because Thanksgiving's on people, Christmas is on people, and that stuff is also on the food program.
Yes.
So I'm like, we got to go. We got to get in gear. We got to do this, and that's the way my mind works. I come up with an idea.
No, that's great.
I always step in over
Too
my
many
head.
talkers, not enough doers. So y'all are doing. This is great.
That's why I got Tanya, because I was in over my head. So I said, I need somebody who has their stuff together.
And bad things happen when good people sit around and do nothing.
Sure.
So one of the things that we should talk about is the focus that we have on the financial side of this.
Okay. Well, no one can hear you, so.
Oh, goodness. One of you guys move.
I'll stand.
So the operational needs are greater, I think, at this point than the food donations, although those are always welcome and appreciated. I'm under the understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, the monthly operational cost is around $3,500 a month.
Yes.
So the goal here is during our event tomorrow night is to try to get enough funding to get her through the next few months. And I know Pete had mentioned that just a few minutes ago, but hearing the dollar amount I think is very important. So we're trying to raise over 10 grand in funds tomorrow. And everybody who has been asked to participate, donate something, there have been a few that are just writing a check.
Yes.
So we are already in the process of gathering the money. We also have a Venmo account set up. So if you're not able to attend, or you just brought enough cash at the door to take care of your food and entertainment, and you still want to give, there'll be QR codes you can scan at the tables. I think we have one to put up on the screen. We'll also have that. It's on our event page as well.
Nice.
So if you go to Facebook and search Jackson County Cares or Jackson County Food Pantry Benefit, the QR code's there. You can reach out to me. Most of y'all know how to get a hold of me.
It's what we like to call a twofer, Jennifer.
Sure.
You can help the community, and you can have a date night.
And you can have a fun time.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want to do that? And, the most important thing is, I'm kind of speaking for Nancy here, I think, but obviously they want to keep this food pantry open because
we
care.
It's not a
We
want,
have
it's a
to.
need.
Yes.
We need to.
Absolutely. And, it's not about any one of us. It's about all of the people that can be helped over a year's time.
And I'm sure that there are many of us that have used the pantry over the years. And with no idea of what the future holds, we may need it again someday. And we just have to ensure that our community has it available to them. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. We need this.
Absolutely. And so Nancy, if maybe somebody can't make it to the benefit on Saturday, could they stop by and just give you a donation?
Yes, they can.
How would that
bring it to the food pantry or send it to food program, Post Office Box 692, Jackson, Ohio 45640.
We'll post that on Facebook as well.
Yeah, and anything, I mean, like you said, $5, 5 cents, who cares? Just give something.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all, I mean, you got that much change in the bottom of your floorboard of your car, or at least I do.
Right.
Well, I know we've been focusing heavily on getting the monetary donations. That's why I've been trying to get these big, awesome items, and the
We
community.
do have some pretty awesome items.
Yeah, Speyside. Talk a little bit about the item. Speyside gave me a bourbon barrel, which I thought was awesome.
That's
The
huge,
barrel
yeah.
itself is a $200 value.
Oh, yeah.
Unfinished, $200 value, and then we have
they freshly made it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I went in there and it just came off the line.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hey, here you go. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Also heavy. Did not know.
Oh,
Yeah.
honey.
And I'm sitting there
Try
like,
moving one when it's full of beer.
when I'm sitting there picking up, like, I'm a man. I'm 5'11". I can do this. And I go to do it. And no, straight up humbled
Yeah,
me.
no, people have no idea. That's a whole other story.
we have jewelry.
Jewelry. A.L. Terry gave us
Okay.
this awesome heart necklace.
Sapphire.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful. So come feeling generous.
Yes.
Some of the items that we have for the silent auction.
Oh, yeah.
And how that works is you'll have a starting bid on the piece of paper in front of the item.
Yep.
Write your name, write your bid, and just
Keep on going.
battle back and forth.
Yeah,
on
it's
the paper.
fun.
And then we're gonna have the penny sale. I think we have close to 35 to 40 items just for the penny sale. And I call it a penny sale because that's what it's always called, but it's not. You're not putting pennies anywhere. You'll use one ticket for each item that you want. And we're doing an arm's length of tickets for $10.
Okay.
And then we're having a 50-50 also. I mean, there's going to be plenty of opportunities there.
Oh yeah, and then Mark Porter actually. I have 5 dealerships. So, and I put it out there because I asked Shane and Mark and Teresa.
Sure.
I was like, hey guys, like I'm going to do this, and they gave me a 50-inch TV. They gave me 24 car care kits. Then on top of that, they was like, well, if we want to give some food, like, will you take that too? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So then all 5 dealerships have been slowly just bringing me stuff.
Aw,
And
that's
I have a
wonderful.
huge food donation to go along with everything I've been doing on top of this. So
Great.
I mean, I want to, that's why I've been telling people, if you want to give food, great, but come out and give me money.
We have sports memorabilia.
Oh my God.
Like OSU, what's his name? Cardell, what's his name?
Cardell Jones
Yeah.
signed
Yep.
the football.
Yep.
The Jackson seniors.
Coach Hall.
And
That's
Coach Hall.
awesome.
They
Yeah.
signed the
FAC championship.
Yes,
Jackson
that's
Irish
right.
team.
Traylon Davis plays for WVU. He signed his junior year helmet.
Chris Bice donated that.
Yes, Chris Bice donated that. I have a Bengals bottle of Crown that was anonymously donated to go with the whiskey barrel. With
the decanter set.
Yes, salted caramel Crown that goes with it,
Yes.
and a decanter set donated by myself because can't have whiskey without a decanter.
True that. Just like the soap operas, right?
Exactly.
We have
we'll let you. You
yeah.
can get out of here, Nancy.
Yeah.
She's
She's
gotta
gotta-
go work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
We'll see you
Nancy.
tomorrow.
Thank you, Nancy.
The other thing that we have is the Jackson County Eats basket, and I think
Yes.
it's gonna be close to like $500 worth of food,
Okay.
Taste of
gift
Jackson.
cards,
Great.
all in one auction item for the silent auction. That's a lot of dinners that you don't have to cook.
Sure. Well, has anyone come to see me yet?
I think somebody left you a message.
Yes, and I left a flyer.
Oh.
I'm seeing you now. What are you giving?
I don't know. Let's see. What do you guys want?
Gift cards.
Gift cards.
We got you.
All right.
See, there you go.
problem.
Hey, see,
There we go.
dreams happen right here, Main Street TV.
Wow. That just happened.
Right here.
I got you, boo.
Plus, Pete Wilson is in the studio.
Pete Wilson is here with his red shirt on.
So I got a funny story about Pete Wilson.
I'm listening.
Okay. No,
No,
you have to
definitely.
sit and take it.
So I'm going into Handy Mart one day, and this guy that I went to high school with, he said, "I hear you on the radio all the time." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, I listen to you every day on the radio." And then it hit me. I said, "That's Pete Wilson. I'm Pete Wolford." So I don't know how much of his life he thought that he was listening to me on the radio, but he thought he knew a star. I said, "I can't even wear Pete Wilson's shoes."
Can't even wear the red shirt.
Can't wear the red shirt.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple Big Macs ago.
Oh, stop it. They're so not nice
You
to each other.
guys.
We were going through Pete's house the other night. We were going through the different items that have been donated, and I don't know how many times I felt like I needed to put the two of them in the corner.
Yes,
They do
like
not
timeout.
act like father and son. They act like husband and wife.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Well, I say all the time that me and Brock would get along a lot better if he didn't live with me.
But in this, tumultuous economy that we are in, I can't afford to live on my own.
Hey, I feel you.
So I live with my father, and you know what? Think about this. I just keep you right there, and I'm right on, keep you lucid.
Maybe it
You
is
wouldn't
they
have
keep
been able
each
to
other
bounce
in
the
line.
idea off of him had he not been living with you to do this.
See? Because then you see
That's
me,
true.
and I'm clearly eating good, and you're like, other people in the community are not eating good, so we need to do something.
Come eat some nachos.
So if on
See
the
how
flight,
many bowls
yeah,
this
right?
one can eat.
No. We want to make sure that
Hey.
everybody that shows up gets an opportunity.
$100 bet that I can eat 5 bowls of nachos before the end of the night, and that bet goes to the food pantry, of course.
I don't know that I would take that bet.
No.
Because I'd put you to shame, and you didn't give me
Probably.
$100.
No.
Which, of course, all donations and bets go to the food pantry.
Yeah.
That's right.
Whatever. So we do hope that everybody gets to show up, even if you're stopping by for half an hour. Take a look at the items, put your names down on the silent page. Like, it's going to be
For
a
sure.
lot of fun. I hope that we have enough food for all the people that I'm hoping shows up.
Yes. I hope we run out of nachos.
Yeah.
That would
And
be
not,
great.
not because of me.
We will not let Brock eat any nachos.
Until everybody else
Until
has been
everyone
fed
else
first.
gets to be fed. Yes.
He's not allowed around the food.
That's not nice.
I'm going to feed him before we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you run out of nachos there, you can come to 6 Cents and I'll get you some nachos.
Bam. See? There we go.
But yes, we will get you something for your fundraiser, of course.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep, gotcha. Okay, well, Pete Wilson is here in the house.
Awesome.
Is there anything you guys wanted to say before we let you get out of here?
Everybody just come out. Let's support the food program, and let's
Yep.
keep it going.
Yes.
This should not be a worry in our community, and unfortunately, it is. And
Yeah.
But we are a community that will not let that happen, and I believe in our community, and I believe in Pete Wilson. So, without further ado, I give you
Thank you for having us on here this
my
morning.
namesake, Pete Wilson.
You,
Thank you all.
you are more than welcome, and come back and see us anytime. And we can do the hands.
I've never before been invited back.
You are more than welcome
Thank
to
you,
come
Jennifer.
back. Thank you all. Come on over, Pete. Tell us what's going on, the latest and the greatest in the world of news.
Okay.
And there is that Venmo up there one more time if you want to donate.
All right. Well, I tell you, isn't that a great thing that's happening on Saturday night?
It is. It's
you know,
wonderful.
the news came out about the problems with the food program, a real worry about its future.
Yes.
Which Nancy was, I think,
A valid
was
worry.
reluctant to share, but she did.
Yeah.
And now some people have jumped up, including some people in this own building, to try to help.
Yes.
And hopefully that's infectious, and we'll get a lot more help coming. I know that they have received some donations since the news came out.
Okay.
And so
Good deal.
we'll hope that continues. And aside from all that sounds like a fun event on
It
Saturday
does
night.
sound like
doesn't it?
fun.
Absolutely.
You got it.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we have a very another feel-good story that I mentioned, I think earlier on the news. I'm not sure because I haven't been here every day, but to me, this is a big, big story. And the details kind of came out on Tuesday at Lake Hope State Park when the governor himself and the director of the High Department of Natural Resources, Mary Mertz,
Super cool.
came to Lake Hope State Park to announce that Raccoon Creek, the once polluted Raccoon Creek, where there were few living things in the water, has recovered. And not only has it recovered, it qualifies as the 16th state scenic river. That is a big deal. There are no scenic rivers in southeastern Ohio, which, seems kind of strange considering, that we're rural
Yes.
more than some other parts of the state. But we had an advanced story in our Wednesday paper. We're going to have lots more coverage in our Saturday paper. And we do have, if you can cue it up there, Adrian, a video of the governor making some comments about the significance of this event. And this is an environmental triumph, believe me. And it's
Love
right
that.
here in our own backyard. Roll it.
Well, I just signed a document designating Raccoon Creek as a scenic river, and this is an exciting day. This is really the first one in southeast Ohio. It is a testament to a tremendous amount of work that's been done over the years. This was a river that was virtually dead many years ago. Today it has come back with a lot of help by a lot of people, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, the Ohio EPA, a lot of private citizens, nonprofit groups. All can celebrate today, because what this designation means is that this river has come back. It's in good shape. The water quality is good. The number of fish that are in there today has gone up dramatically. The number of species has gone up about 4 times from what it was when the river was in dire straits. So a happy day and something to really to celebrate.
Okay, you're looking at a photo of what at least a section of Raccoon Creek looked like when there was acid mine drainage contamination. I mean, you can see, you know, I don't think I would want to be in there if I was a fish. Do you?
No, not
Okay,
at
well,
all.
this is what it looks like now.
Whoa.
After so much treatment. I mean, it looks like a wild, beautiful stream.
How
Where
lovely.
you would love to be if you were a fish, and a frog or whatever,
It looks
right?
magical, yes.
Right, it is. And I remember as a child going to Pomeroy on State Route 124, you crossed Raccoon Creek there when you were in Vinton County. And I mean, you could tell that it was not a healthy stream.
Sure.
You could see the pollution by the color of the water. And the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, and a lot of the folks that you might see here in this picture, made it happen. And it took years and years and years of dedication. There were, locals, and there was, environmental organizations, as something called the Raccoon Creek Partnership that was very big on that, landowners along the creek. So this just didn't happen with a lot of commitment and hard work by a lot of people. And so, this, to me, this is, I don't care what happens the rest of the year, and I know there's not that much of the year, this is one of the stories of the year. Raccoon
Love
Creek
that.
starts, I think, in Hocking County. It comes through all of Vinton County, several of the townships in Vinton County. It goes on into Gallia County, goes down there by the Bob Evans Farms, and it empties into the Ohio River in Gallia County, in southern Gallia County. It's over 100 miles long. How can you be a scenic river if you're a creek? Well, the definition between a river and a creek is pretty fuzzy. It used to be. Some people used to say, I'm not sure this is even accurate. If anything's over 100 miles, it's a river. Well, Raccoon Creek is over 100 miles, but it's been called a creek, but it is now the 16th Ohio Scenic River. So look for that story in our Saturday edition of the paper. It will be on the front page because it deserves to be. And I want to applaud Governor Mike DeWine also for what he did for this, and for him thinking that it was important enough to go to Lake Hope on Tuesday. No matter whether you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, moderate, or whatever,
Correct.
he does get out and he makes it a point to come to southeastern Ohio when there's something to celebrate, and there has been. Okay, I'm going to tell you about some Christmas things that are time sensitive. All right. Okay, this is the final day to sign up for the Wellston Fire Department's Firefighters for Kids application period. That's where the firefighters gather money and gifts to buy gifts for needy children and families in the Wellston City School District. You can do that online and on the Facebook page of the Wellston Fire Department. Also on Saturday in Wellston, the American Legion Auxiliary, this is a great place to do some early Christmas shopping. There will be a holiday vendor showcase there at the Legion Post on South Pennsylvania Avenue. 1001 South Pennsylvania Avenue. There will be baked goods, treats, sweets, crafts, jewelries, crystals, Scentsy products, handmade aprons, coffee sleeves, SoFi merchandise, and much more available. Refreshments will be there so you can have lunch while you're there. That will be from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. there at the Legion Post. And of course, it's for a good cause. Also, Did you know that the Jackson Women's Club candy shops are open
Yes.
officially yesterday?
Yes.
2 locations, one in Jackson at 269 Bridge Street and one in Wellston at 1024 South Pennsylvania Avenue. I believe it's the second year, the location in Wellston. The hours are going to be Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 in Jackson, 10 a.m. to 6 in Wellston. And of course, this is a great place to get low-price candy, great varieties, sugar-free varieties as well. Talk about being a kid in a candy store. There is your opportunity in Wellston or Jackson. And, you know, it will stay open through most of the Christmas season, but when they're out, they're out. So
Yes.
remember that.
Yep. So trust me, get there early.
Okay. Also, just in the last week, it has been announced in both Jackson, Oak Hill, and MacArthur about the Christmas tree display that it's time to sign up for that. In Jackson, Barbie MacArthur, of course, is doing the tree display there in Manpower Park in conjunction with the Christmas celebration. You can go on the Facebook page that she has to sign up there. The deadline to sign up is Sunday, November the 24th, or until all the trees are sold. But you can sign up now. It's on the Cultivating Our Future Facebook page. It's the organization Facebook page. You can see how to do that, the cost involved. All involved, it's $45 per tree. So if you want to be included in that, you better move quickly. Of course, Christmas trees are not in great supply this Christmas season because of the drought.
Sure.
I didn't know that, but I guess that makes sense.
Makes sense.
So in both Vinton County and Oak Hill, by golly, they're doing their park displays. The Vinton County Junior Fair Board is doing its display at the fairgrounds, and the Oak Hill Historical Society is doing the Christmas in the Park at Central Memorial Park. But it's not going to be trees that they buy because they're in short supply. In Vinton County, you can bring your own tree. That's
Okay.
how they're doing it. You know, usually,
BYOT.
you can usually wrestle up one tree. The sponsorship fee is only $20. You'll be responsible to have your own tree as part of that sponsorship display. You'll decorate it yourself. And you have to register by Friday, November the 22nd, and you can do it on the Vinton County Junior Fair Facebook page. We'll remind you all about that next week as well, because there's more time for that. In Oak Hill, kind of the same situation, but they're going to handle the tree shortage differently. Brian Moore of the Oak Hill Historical Society, who does so much down there, has announced this. You go to the Oak Hill Historical Society Facebook page or website, and what they're going to do is, instead of trees, you can rent wreaths. So that'll be a little bit different.
Okay.
And that cost will be, let's see, to rent a wreath, it will be $20. And you can also do this. He's given you another option. If you want to bring your own tree, you can, but you'll be responsible for that. And of course, you don't have to pay for that.
Sure.
You have to pay for the spot, though. So all that is happening now. And the deadline to rent a Christmas wreath is Saturday, November 23rd, and it is a rental. You'll have to give it back, but that will give you a spot with your own wreath.
Okay.
So those are the things I wanted to tell you. I have more to tell you, but I am out of time, and so we'll catch up next week on some of the news that's not so good.
Okay.
But I know you want to know, but you're going to have to wait. Or, better yet, check out the paper on Saturday because we got it.
Oh, there you go. Little teaser there. All right. Well, don't forget the Jackson County Cares Food Pantry benefit tomorrow, 8 to midnight at the Memorial Building. Very, very important to help keep our food pantry open. I mean, this isn't to raise money so they can do extra things. This is to keep their doors open. This is dire.
Well, I agree with both Pete and Brock Wolford, some of the sentiments that they shared there while I was in the room waiting to come on. I just can't imagine a town without a food pantry.
Right, absolutely.
Especially with the statistics, the food insecurity, what it is. And the food pantry is having trouble keeping up, even though there's lots of other food drives that go on that organizations do. So it makes a statement about the need. And we're not talking about people that aren't working. We're talking about a lot of people that are working and still having trouble making ends meet. And of course, food, I believe, is a necessity.
Yes, it is. Kind of need it to survive. So please help tomorrow evening and, well, always. if you can. So, all right. Well, have a great weekend, Pete. And we will see you all right back here on Monday. And thank you for watching.
Right. And remember, we talked about the food pantry today, and I know John Pelletier has been here before, but tonight,
oh, yes,
don't forget about the Rock for Tots.
That's right.
6:30 p.m., the Sonic Rhythm Academy will perform. That's the kids who have been taking the music lessons that are provided through the Bart Wiseman Foundation, which is the Sonic Rhythm Academy. And then at 7 o'clock, those guys are back. They will be back singing the hits of the 60s. And I tell you what, when I'm traveling in the car, you can call me an old fogey if you want, it's on 60s or 70s usually.
There you go.
And then you listen, and you youngsters, if you haven't heard it, you listen to that music and you tell me that it's not great.
Oh, it is great.
All
love
right.
it. Love it. All right. Well, have a great weekend, everyone. Get out and about, help support our community, and we'll see you right back here on Monday. Bye-bye.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.